kind of alternate universe scenario or something.
Yeah. All right, crew heads, listen up. That's never happened to me before.
Shit. I've been waiting for you.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
Two of you need help.
Some folks have a strange idea of entertainment.
Damn it.
Hanson, their smash debut album, Middle of Nowhere. Including the worldwide #1 hit, Bop, and a new single, Where's the Love? Hanson, Middle of Nowhere. If you haven't been there, you don't know what you're missing. Hanson, now available on Mercury cassettes and compact discs.
Probably not sponsored, but if you do have a cassette player or a CD player, hey, you might just get yourself a nice little Hanson on album soundtrack for you. And it might hit #1. I don't know. We might want to ask Skeeter about bopping because he's still working on his pub crawl. He's working on his way to Idaho as we speak. And let us know when we get to Boise, because all I know about Boise is they got a whole lot of hoes. So everybody grab your house. We got a Dead Wire live stream for you. Number 70, everybody. We're rolling. We got a fun time tonight. We also have a returning Steve. How you doing, Steve? What you been up to lately?
This is a podcast video. What? Okay, so is
Welcome
everybody
aboard.
I'm not sure how this all works. It's been 7 months since I've podcasted. So
Welcome to the future.
oh, this is lovely. You've redecorated. I don't like it.
I got shit.
You're in the tiki. You got the tiki going.
Kevin loves his tiki bar.
Tiki
Yeah,
room.
and be glad that it's at the tiki bar, because he has spent quite a bit of time at the glory hole. So
Got to get it in now.
Nice.
that's what she said.
Pun.
Great to be here,
numbers
guys. Good
as
to
we
see you.
speak. Well, thank you for joining us, Steve. It's glad to have you back. Good to see you. Always a fun time with you.
Always fun. Always entertaining. You never know what's going to happen.
Absolutely. Chad, what you been up to lately, buddy?
Work, and more work.
heard of that.
Anything fun or just working?
I have no life.
Okay, cool. Kevin, what about your life?
It almost ended today.
How so?
Okay, so you know how I said I got a rock stuck in my brake caliper last week?
Ooh.
No, you never told me that.
Yeah, it's been making.
I didn't know about this.
Yeah, I got a rock stuck in there, and I was like, you know what?
Kevin doesn't talk to none of us.
Tell me you didn't try to fix it yourself.
No,
Okay,
no,
good.
Because I don't remember you ever taking auto shop.
absolutely not. I know dick about cars. I am fucking horrible with machines. Unless it's like plug and play, I don't know shit.
That's what she said too.
Right? And even then, I can only do it for so long. I know how to hook it up. I just don't know how it works after that.
Hey, 38 seconds is all you really need there, brother.
What am I going to do with the other 36? I mean, shit.
I don't know. Ask Peg Bundy about that one.
Anyway, yesterday I was leaving work, and as I'm driving to one of the very busiest streets in our town, which is at the end of my drive or the end of the driveway there, I hear a pop as my car is getting to the end of the driveway, and I'm braking, and I'm like, oh shit. And then I put my foot back on the brake, and it's like, oh man, I think that fucking rock finally fell out. All right, go me. I had a wonderful drive home. And this morning I had a wonderful ride to work for about 15 seconds. and I'm headed down the road, and I'm only going like 25 miles an hour because I live out in the country. And I hear a pa-ting, and something metal like hit the inside of my car. I'm like,
no.
Was it the brake pad?
Or
no, it was
caliper?
the caliper.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah, I was like, well, that didn't sound pleasant. All right, then.
No. Oh,
So-
shit.
My ability to brake began to decline as I get further into town, and I stop so many times, and I'm like, I'm gonna die. I'm like, what would Batman do? What would Batman do? Fuck yeah!
Oh, shit.
Wow.
So yeah, I had to get $1,800 in repairs done today on my car, and whereas my
We got you
Beetle-
beat from about 3 weeks ago. It was 4,200 for us.
fuck, you didn't say it was that much. Holy balls!
What happened?
Tires, suspension.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
That's
regular maintenance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still expensive.
Car was about 10 years old, so sway bars, shocks, struts, bushings.
Okay. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And the tires were like over 600. It's like,
Mhm.
and they were the cheapest
Yeah.
ones we could get.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
Cars aren't cheap.
I drive a little piece of shit.
It's
Says
much better than trying to buy something at this point because
Oh, God.
our
about
oldest son is looking at a vehicle and we're looking shopping with him and going, this is not acceptable. This is unsustainable at those prices. You
Yeah.
gotta maintain what you've got. You gotta fix up, throw $4,000 into it because you can't afford $1,000 a month car payment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
No.
I wouldn't.
It's
Years ago when I got my first car, I was like, $260 a month? I don't have that. Jesus
Mhm.
Christ. Nowadays, it's like 5 times that. I'm like,
Oh, at least.
fuck, I'm ever buying a brand new car.
Mm-hmm.
Saving up money, I'll pay cash next time. Jesus.
My father-in-law
my
just did
intention.
that.
Yeah.
That was
That was
Gene,
my-
everybody. Our
Yep.
fabled 5th host.
Gene's back.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Gene.
Kind of.
About damn time. I mean,
Yeah.
yes. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I was sincere before we started. Fuck off.
You say that now, Kevin. You say that now.
Be glad we don't record everything that gets said before the show starts because we would have so much blackmail material.
Yeah.
Oh, we'd be
Yeah.
canceled already at this rate.
But you know what?
I
No
stopped
one
going live in the middle of conversations and waiting for everybody to figure out, oh, Jeff hit live. When did you hit live, Jeff?
So what I was saying is I was going to get my balls tested, laminated.
And whacked. You and your Brazilians, brother. Mm.
Well, at least you're not thinking about getting them shrink wrapped anymore.
Shrink wrap.
It's-
Preservation. Lotus bulbs.
Get them ready to get shipped out.
Pick them up or ship them out. Kevin, you want to get us going on some headlines for the week?
Yeah, as soon as I can get the jelly green giant and sprout out of my fucking head.
If it's
well,
green,
oh.
then you need to go see a doctor.
If it's green, it's probably mean.
Or
Or
green. One of
Your
the
last
two.
name's Kirk. So, all right, let's get started on tonight's news. As you guys know, we like to start the show off with obituaries, and we like to pay respect to the artists that, you know, gave us great entertainment, gave us great memories and things like that. And we have a variety of obituaries to go over tonight with a few people whose careers are span different forms of media, but have all been meaningful in our lives in some way or another. But today is a holiday, and this is the one day where we don't actually do that. We start with good news. So if I can bring it up, if I could find it, bang! Today is
There you
Mel
go.
Brooks's 99th birthday, and he is
Right
doing
on.
very
It's good
well.
to be the king.
Fantastic.
Still looks sharp as
And-
a whistle and sounds sharp as a
Oh,
as a
he
goddamn knife.
is.
If we only could be as sharp as he is at 99, it's
Hell,
I
I'm
make
not as
99.
sharp as he is, and I'm only 49.
yeah, he is an amazing. It's just how do you guys remember the documentary that Carl Reiner put out? If my name's not in the obituaries, then I have breakfast. Between him and Mel Brooks, and they had lunch every day, and then you add in Norman Lear,
Mm-hmm.
and then we get to these legends of film and television and writing and having the ability to put together the words the way that those men did is just phenomenal. To live to 99 years old, to have these amazing stories, and to have the wherewithal to give us the literature, the storytelling that Mel Brooks has. He is one of my favorite people on the planet for sure.
Yes.
seriously.
Yes.
I would say he's out of the all the people living at this point right now, probably given the most culturally to our society.
Yes. Absolutely.
Easily, he's probably the most culturally relevant person in our lifetime, maybe the last century, because it was like there are very few people that everyone fucking embraces. Like hardly anyone says I don't like them. Like Mel Brooks, of course, is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Al Yankovic is another one of those
Yep.
people. Like there are just people that are just generally respected broadly around the world. And Mel is one of those people. Like how I don't think there's anyone that has the stories that he has, whether they be happy or sad or funny. Mel has them. He has some of the most tragic stories you could ever think of. And he'll have stories that'll make you laugh and cry at the same time, both out of laughter and out of tragedy, like sorrow, because of his experiences in World War II and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And
So, everybody, if you haven't already, you need to pick up It's All About Me. That's
Yes.
it's Mel's autobiography. If you
That's
like audiobooks, he narrates
He
it.
narrates it. Yeah.
And
And-
it's all so real when he's telling you the story.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I had the thrill of sitting at his feet and listening to him tell his stories last July. I went to LA and sat in the front row and listened to him tell his stories. And he was making eye contact with me for 90 minutes. There was nobody else in the room. I don't care how many seats you tell me are in that room. He was making eye contact with me, telling me these stories, and just that moment where, my grandfather's no longer with us, but I feel like he's that grandfather figure to so many of us, making so many of those amazing stories happen. And the idea of Spaceballs 2 on the horizon, where
Yes.
we're going to get even more of that ridiculous story in our lives, is phenomenal.
I just hope they have fixed the makeup so he doesn't have another allergic reaction to the being yogurt.
Yeah, we can CGI.
yeah,
We
Yeah.
can CGI some makeup.
I'll
Yeah,
forgive
just put a couple
AI.
dots on him, he'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, the man is just brilliant. Doesn't even begin to describe Mel Brooks or his contributions to just entertainment. I mean,
Broadway, just taking all of those stories and putting them into Broadway form and being successful with those. Just 1974. Can we talk about 1974? The 12 months where we got both Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein. I don't know how he did it. I don't know how anybody puts together
That's crazy.
two
for
of
them.
the most culturally relevant films in a 12-month span.
So what I recommend then is getting the original DVD and listening to the audio commentary, because he talks about like half of the stories about Blazing Saddles is them also writing the script for Young Frankenstein.
I recommend the coffee table book, Young Frankenstein.
Ooh.
This is a very deep conversation into all of the time and the love. They loved each other on this set in a way that so many films don't get to. Like at the end of the story, Gene is just crying because he doesn't want to stop. He wants to refilm something, anything, so that they can stay together because they just had so much fun making that film.
I wish they could have. I wish Gene would have been in more of his films. I understand why he wasn't, but I truly wished he would have been in more of the films like Dom DeLuise was. Like if Dom DeLuise was in the movie, you knew it was going to be a perfect Mel Brooks movie.
Yes.
And the same with Gene Wilder. Like if they're there, it's going to be a doozy. It's a 5-star laugh. If they're not, it's Dracula. It's hit or miss. You either love it or you hate it.
You know, I think that one is the only Mel Brooks movie I actively dislike.
There's only one I think that I haven't seen.
Same with me, Gene. For me, it's Get a Life. Or no, I'm sorry, Life Stinks.
Life Stinks.
Life Stinks,
Yep,
I
Life
have
Stinks.
not seen that one.
I've seen that one.
I didn't. They Bob had it. I want to say he had a poster, or like a big old fucking display of it at Bob's Video when we were growing up, but I never did see that one.
But
That's the only one I haven't seen.
With you know, you're talking about Blazing Saddles, though. This is kind of like a multifold thing for me because A, I love the movie, and B, it, like, going back to my radio career, the program director who hired me for my very first pro radio job was a woman named Lori Roberts, and she passed a few years ago, but in her office she had a framed original movie poster of Blazing Saddles because that was her all-time favorite movie.
Wow.
So whenever I had to go into her office to talk to her about something, Mel Brooks was there.
Nice.
Oh, excuse me while you whip it out. I only saw that movie for the first time last year with my wife. It's been in the collection for forever.
Oh, wow.
But I told Amy, I haven't seen it. And she's like, well, let's watch it. So we watched it. It was a blast.
Utterly perfect. The best anti-racist story ever written.
Oh, yeah.
Like, here's the mirror. Look at your foolish thinking about racism. You idiots. Look at what you're doing. Look at look how stupid you are. And making that into just the joy of that togetherness of that community. Brilliant.
Because who wouldn't want to be or have a friend like if you were Bart and the kid, the Cisco Kid? Like, who wouldn't want a buddy set like that?
The perfect buddy comedy. And how different would that have been if it was Richard Pryor? It would have been a completely different story.
Yeah.
It would. Gosh, because they were such friends, it would have been amazing.
Yeah.
But you're right. It would have been different.
It's, I think...
He would have set his hair on fire again.
I think Cleavon Little's just delivery, because he was playing it completely straight.
Correct.
I mean, because Richard Pryor, the man was a brilliant comedian, but he probably would have leaned a little bit more into it than Little did. Little was just... He was existing in that world. He was the normal one. Everybody else was fucked up.
Candygram for Mongo.
I just keep thinking, salt of the earth. You know, morons. Which was an ad lib.
God, my father quotes that.
I love my father-in-law.
Is that why he lost his shit so hard right there?
That's why he lost his shit so hard, because Gene Wilder ad-libbed that shit.
It shows because that is a genuine laugh. You can't
fake that.
Correct.
Yeah.
But absolutely, I endorse the audiobook All About Me Mel Brooks has those stories. He tells those stories with such vigor, and then seeing him on stage telling those stories was just a golden moment in my life.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
No, we were all jealous of you.
Yes. I mean,
Insanely.
you know, Bart. You know, Bart, I've been thinking.
You got a
Fucking love
tongue
that movie.
prettier than a $2 whore.
You know,
Mongo just pawned in Game of Life.
there can't be a favorite line from this movie. There, I
Oh,
really,
The whole movie.
Okay.
God, if we did a movie review of
gotta
this, we'd
tell
just
this
be
story.
quoting lines the whole time.
That's the
I
whole.
got to tell this story really quick. My friend Mick, he used to have a Malamute whose name was Mongo,
Mhm.
and how the dog got the name, because I mean, Mongo, he was fucking huge, so he definitely lived up to his name. But when he was a puppy, he just like fit in the palm of your hand.
Oh,
Mick couldn't figure out the dog's name. Then one day, like, some friends were over. There was another dog, and I can't remember if Mongo was just sniffing at the dog or actively trying to mount the other dog. And somebody says, "Hey, Mick, I think your dog's gay." And Mick, without missing a beat, goes, "Mongo, not gay. Mongo straight. The dog's name is Mongo."
God damn.
So
Dog's name is Mongo.
it fit him perfectly, though. He was fucking huge. He'd clap your hands twice. He'd get up on his hind legs and give you a hug. And he was taller than a lot of people I knew.
Oh, he would tower over me.
Aw.
Well, you're short.
I'm a little guy.
Well, you're short too. Your mom went to
Gene's
college.
not even 5 foot.
Yeah, no, I'm not even 5 feet tall.
They're darker than us.
Husband gay.
It's twoo. And then, how about some more beans, Mr. Taggart? I think you boys have had enough.
What's
And-
funny is I remember on cable in 1993 being or 92, 93.
God, that's right.
That is skipped.
Mhm.
That
Yep.
scene is
Yeah.
skipped altogether because all those farts were too dirty to put on television.
And
Well,
they have
all-
farts in cartoons.
Yeah, all 100 something inwards are most certainly in there. Probably a few more that are in there without the F word to put in for
The
TV.
sheriff is a nigger. What? He said the sheriff is near. Oh, okay.
Clang. No, God damn it, I said the sheriff is in a clang.
I'm glad these young people were here to see this, to hear that example of frontier gibberish.
Oh
So
man,
Jeff-
anytime someone online or on Facebook in a comment section makes a point, I'm like, Howard Johnson is right.
And everybody's laughing. at
Hojo.
Johnson. Our town is turning into shit.
Yeah, that would be the whole review. That would be. Let's
Yep.
take a half an hour of just what do we remember from this film from 50 years ago.
Yes. So happy birthday, Mel.
No,
Happy
Yep,
birthday,
happy birthday,
Mel.
Mel.
no kidding.
Now, on a
We
much
love you,
lighter
man.
note,
Yep.
Bob Elmore, best known for playing Leatherface in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, passed away today.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
Aw.
oh man.
Was
Yeah.
he OG?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the second one.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That was the
Yeah.
first of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre films I saw. Was number 2.
Oh man,
I
you're
didn't
lucky
see the
out.
first one until years later.
Second was the best one in my opinion.
Oh, I like the second one.
Yeah, the second one's a lot of fun. It's got Oingo Boingo music in it. You just really can't go wrong there. I got a thing. You know this.
Yes, we know.
Yep. We do. Just hide the baby oil.
Mitchell.
God damn it.
My first indoctrination into Texas Chainsaw Massacre was part 4 with Matthew McConaughey.
Ooh,
And
Next Generation.
Yep, Renee Zellweger, and I have hated them both ever since. And every movie they've been in ever since, with the exception of Tropic Thunder, I just can't help but to like that movie. No, and his cameo that he had in Family Guy.
What do
No,
you mean that movie?
That
I'm
movie. So, anyways, very sad to hear about that. He was a great stuntman.
Rest in peace, good sir.
Indeed. And also iconic to film, not necessarily in presence, but most certainly in spirit, is Lalo Schifrin.
Yep.
Golly, the composer of so many movies and TV shows throughout the 60s, 70s, 80s, and even into the 90s a bit. Like this Mission Impossible would be a cool movie, but it wouldn't be Mission Impossible without his theme song. Like
Bum, 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 bum,
Mission
bum.
Impossible is not Ethan Hunt. It never necessarily was, at least not to our generation. Yeah, it was. You got excited hearing this song when you went out and did something fucking stupid that was spy-like or whatever. You fucking sang this song like a dumbass.
Or at least had it playing in your mental soundtrack.
Yep.
Yeah, or you'd hear the crescendo of it just before something horrible happened to you.
Right, usually right before you biffed it majorly.
What happened to me was I was trying to evade a security guard that was trying to chase me out of a girls only dorm.
Oh dear.
Oh my.
Good job, Kevin. Knew you could do it, brother.
I made it. Dude, I've been playing a lot of Hitman Blood Money at that point too. So I run down the hall and I see the exit. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, score. And I see the rail that I have to jump over and just jump over it and run. Easy. I jump. I'm super spry, right? Legs go sideways. I come down. We're on the second floor on that end of the building.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Fuck yeah.
So on a scale of 0 to compound fracture, how bad was it?
I landed here and bruised myself terribly, and it hurt.
Ooh.
The things
Now-
we do for love. The things we
Now,
do
see-
for love.
If you call that
My-
love.
My version of that is just as painful, but I was trying to get to the BART station
Oh my god.
so I didn't miss my train to go home. When I was working in San Francisco, I'm running all the way from the radio station to the staircase going underground. And this is all concrete. This is going down, I want to say a good, I don't know, 20 feet.
Yeah, I think that's what it was about.
My feet come out from under me. I go forward, rolling as I go down. My friend Renee said gravity made me its bitch. How I didn't bash my head and kill myself, I'll never know. But my
What side of your
my
body
left side,
bruised?
my shoulder, ribs, hip, and I think my knee were black and blue for a good 3 weeks?
Something like that, because you were that whole side.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Black and
Oh.
That was just me because I didn't want to wait for the next train.
Dang.
The show went late and I'm getting the fuck out of there. It's midnight. I want to go home. Yeah, I should have just waited for the next train. But as I'm going down, you could hear that crescendo.
As iconic as that is.
And some of that was probably my bones impacting on fucking concrete as I'm going down each step.
Doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo.
And I get up, I'm on my feet again. Are you all right? I think I lost my glasses. They're on your face. Then I'm fine.
Where's my face?
It was kind of like that when he got home.
Yeah. I mean, because I take my shirt off, Gene takes one look. Dude!
Put the shirt back on.
Well, I get that anyways.
No, you don't.
Cool Hand Luke should be another one of those iconic scores. Do you guys know? Do you have the Eyewitness News on the West Coast? The Eyewitness
Yes.
News theme is from Cool Hand Luke. So,
Oh,
Okay.
I did not know that.
yeah.
I
So
did not know that either.
as a young person, I watched television far too often, and I knew that Eyewitness News theme so well. And then in school, in high school, I went to a Catholic high school, and the not quite a priest teacher was teaching us religion, and he said, "Okay, we're gonna watch Cool Hand Luke, and I want you to write down every time you see any kind of reference to Jesus in the character of Cool Hand Luke." And we round up with this huge list, like, oh my God, this movie is an allegory to the life of Jesus and Eyewitness News.
Now, what resonated more, the life of Jesus or Eyewitness
Both
News?
equal.
Okay.
I think of that often. How, whenever I'm eating hard-boiled eggs, I'm always thinking about Cool Hand Luke, splayed out on the table with his arms spread. I wonder why he was in that pose.
What would Cool Hand Luke do?
There you go. Good stuff.
I've never seen that, so I have no idea.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
I highly recommend it. I think it would be a great conversation to have if we wanted to do an episode centering on the iconography. Podcasting is hard because you have to use words and stuff.
What? Damn it, Kevin, you screwed us up.
You just have to make it sound authoritative.
Yes.
I mean, the only thing I know about that movie is they used a sample. What we got here is Failure to Communicate in the song Civil War by Guns N' Roses.
There you go.
Is that where that's from?
Yeah.
That's where that came from.
Yep. You probably know the very iconic young lady washing her car scene as well. If you don't, again, we should do a full episode of Cool Hand Luke. I'm in.
I began.
I'm never really opposed to seeing a woman wash her car scene.
It's glorious.
Priorities.
You're speaking Kev's language there, folks.
Yeah. If I could quote my friend Emiliano now, if I may, when I say, press him to the glass!
Oh, God, we're terrible. We're all going to hell.
Not me, Emiliano.
You're there in
said
the
it.
morning.
Yeah, I got shit to do in the morning first. Then I'll see you guys there.
I'm going to see
Gotta
Weird
finish
Al
off
for the first time this summer, so I'll be fine.
I
Okay.
thought you were roadieing and doing the whole trip.
Madison Square Garden? Yes,
Yeah.
sir. That's that'll be the second time that I see Weird Al and Puddle's Pity Party this summer. We'll be in Madison
Nice.
Square Garden, New York City.
I saw that he's going to be coming to my neck of the woods, to the Shoreline Amphitheater, and I actually looked at tickets, and they're not bad. I got half a mind.
Yeah, talk
Dude,
about
do it.
I would endorse that plan. If you haven't seen Puddle's Pity Party, it is worth the fee to get in, and you get a Weird Al concert. I just am so curious to see what they're going to do with Madison Square Garden. Both of those acts are built for a very small venue, and the huge venue, I want to see how they adapt. That's for sure.
I
Yeah.
like Puddle's cover of Brain Damage and Eclipse.
That's when you actually got into him.
Yeah.
I don't get to listen to that often. I get told to change it. I'm like, pfft, whatever. That and Country Roads by Frog Leap.
You can't tell me what to do.
Right?
Yeah.
You're not my kids. Oh, wait.
Don't tell me how to live, motherfucker.
Dude, it's usually your wife. And you usually say that anyway to her.
Yes, that's true. I do. So she kicked me out.
And then get out of my house already.
And
Jeez.
that's when I started living in the tiki bar.
In the tiki bar. In the tiki bar.
At least he's not living in the glory hole anymore.
Or the titty bar.
You know, rent free sounds great until you have to mop the poles. Like,
Oh, my God.
Okay, dude. Nitrile gloves, Tyvek suit, goggles. You definitely want an N95.
Yep.
And then you don't mop that shit. See that you need the actual solvents. Okay, acetone.
something because the
It's like when
gonorrhea,
you clean up the glory hole, buddy.
you know, the bacteria that sticks to it, because of course brass is like super porous and shit. The bacteria, the gonorrhea, like they will arm wrestle you if you're not fucking careful when you try to wipe it. They'll just be like bang, bang, bang. You know, they want.
That's also why you don't want to get up close and personal. Okay.
When you hear bang, 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 that's not a good sound, brother.
No, it is not.
My stripper pole is banging. Well, great. She's a whore.
We're trying to do obituaries over here, Kevin.
Oh, that's right. Rick Hurst passed away this week.
Cletus Hogg.
Them good old Duke boys.
I only did him in.
Okay. I have fond memories of that show that I don't remember. Like I remember loving it. I remember love watching this show.
Uh-huh. We all watched the Dukes of Hazzard. We did not know. We did not know what we were watching. We should not have been watching.
Exactly.
They're freaking criminals, for crying out loud.
And the fact that my parents let me.
Catherine Bach came on the set. We're like, oh, I'm very interested in NASCAR racing. All of a sudden,
Yeah,
Like-
we had no idea that we were watching a bunch of moonshiners running their hooch, and we actually thought that they were the good guys.
yeah,
And had a hot cousin in Daisy Dukes.
we had no idea.
We also had no idea that we were probably watching an incestuous family.
Yep.
Them good old Duke boys.
Ew.
Mm-hmm.
Rick also played a cop on Earth Girls Are Easy.
Yes. Thank you. I was
Wait,
trying to
who-
think of the movie. I'm like, I can't think of the damn title right now.
Yep. Earth
Who-
Girls Are Easy.
He was on that too?
Yeah, he played a cop in that one as well.
I
That's
think
totally
I have
awesome.
that back
He
here
got
on Blu-ray.
typecast.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. I mean, shit, if it's gonna get you that role, great. You know, I mean, it worked for Eddie Deason to a point.
Yeah.
He's
To a point.
Deasoning up the screen right now. Oh, Eddie Deason. Oh, Eddie. He's trying to make a comeback for himself. I don't know if he's going to be successful.
Illegal use of a Deason.
There you go. There's his copy of Earth Girls Are Easy. Good job, Jeff.
Hey. All right. And then I think this is the last one. I apologize. Mick Ralphs, the guitarist and songwriter from Bad Company, passed away.
Yeah.
That one stinks. 'cause
That
golly,
fucking hurts.
yeah, I really like Bad Company. Like,
Same.
I didn't really get into them until really, I'd say high school, maybe even post high school. But yeah, like they're very commonly on my set list rotation. Like I really love Bad Company.
And
I love parodies of Bad Company songs. Fucking on South Park, goddamn kills me. Where they've got the guy with the voice thing going, meow, meow, baby.
oh, Ned.
Yeah, I feel like making love. Like, oh God, please stop, darling. When I think about you, I think about Here's like, make it stop. But anyway, yes, his contributions to music are astounding, and I don't know what's the word, Steve, for uncountable.
Incomparable?
Incomparable would be word. That yeah.
That's word.
Infinite.
It is a word.
That is
Wait,
word.
wait, inconceivable. Yeah.
Inconceivable.
You keep saying that
No, it-
word. I do
it
not
gets
think it means
inconceivable.
what you think it means.
We're gonna make it mean what we think it means. Anyway.
Princess Bride rules.
Yes.
Yes, it does. Another
And-
5-star movie.
I mean, back in, I was in radio for a long time. I worked classic rock radio for 13 years, and we never got enough Bad Company at KFox.
No. No, you guys didn't.
Bad company.
And
Boy.
honestly, we had a list of filler songs. If the hour was going to what was going to end too early, some of it was Badco.
That's just because no one's ever unhappy to hear it. You're like, all right, yeah.
You can
Dun,
never go
dun,
wrong with Bad
dun.
Company.
Mhm.
I mean, that was lightning in a bottle with them.
Well, like Leonard Skinner, if you throw on Sweet Home Alabama, you're liable to cause a car accident. Like there's a higher increase of car accident risk with that. So yeah, it's just safer to throw on Bad Company. It's still enjoyable. But
Yes.
the person's not gonna be like, yeah, let's do something stupid.
God, of course, Leonard Skinner is basically now a tribute band of itself. So
So many bands are. I'm hesitant to go see David Lee Roth. He is coming around.
Oh.
He's going to a state fair, and I was like,
Oh.
I could go see David Lee Roth, but he's not that David Lee Roth anymore. His voice is shot.
It really is.
Yeah.
That's what I heard about Stevie Nicks recently too. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah, no, she's struggling.
I mean,
like,
she's
really,
what,
really
in her
bad.
70s
A
now.
lot of their voices are getting destroyed.
Yeah.
Well, her
Well,
voice is
they-
already destroyed. Like
Decades
cocaine.
of overuse.
Mm-hmm. AC/DC, that was the headline for this week, was AC/DC sounded like crap. And everyone was like, maybe we shouldn't go see AC/DC anymore.
Well, I mean, the way Brian Johnson sings, that cannot be easy on his voice.
Right.
I mean, same thing with Axl Rose, that screech he does. That's
Right.
gotta
God,
tear up
yeah.
his throat.
Yeah. Devo and the B-52s are touring together. And I look at those two groups and I go, they are not the groups that they were 30 years ago.
No.
I thought
Really?
the B-50,
B-52s can still hold it together.
I thought they were retiring though.
You know, because I saw them a few years ago at Pride.
Huh.
They're still. They could still hold it.
Okay.
That makes me happy to hear because they're always fun to watch live. They really are.
Right.
They should all go to Firefest. I'm just saying.
Oh God!
Right, they're trying to do that again.
Fucking
I'm
A.
kidding.
What's the worst that could happen? No, don't ask that.
Woodstock
Um,
99.
Yeah, famous last words, right up there with what could possibly go wrong, and no one could possibly be that stupid.
Or I got this.
Or hold my beer, I saw this on the internet.
Yeah. Hold my beer.
Get your camera ready. Let's try that challenge. Yeah, I think that might be the last of them.
Huh?
The new ones. You do this challenge.
I hope that the challenges are over. As a school teacher, the challenges have been very frustrating the last few years.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Best thing
I'm-
you could do as a parent is like trash challenges to your kids. Trash them. Fuck
Mhm.
anyone who challenges you for anything. Who the fuck are they to challenge you? Who are they? They're no one. It
Fine, I'll
doesn't
put
matter
away
who
my
it is.
challenge coins for drinking.
That's it. I'm not looking at poll anymore.
That's
know what?
Kevin's line.
If
You
that
might
keeps
wanna leave
kids
that
from
to the
fucking
pro.
eating Tide Pods or fucking cinnamon, whatever the fuck it
The
is.
Tide Pod stuff, yeah.
Oh,
The cinnamon challenge.
Oh.
Oh, is it? Were
Bringing
they? Were they?
screwdrivers to school to take apart the bathrooms. Yeah, it's been a challenging few years, my friends.
Shut
Ice
up!
bucket
Really?
challenges and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Kids walking out with toilets. Yes, it's been a challenging few years.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm glad I never had kids.
God damn, they're fucking stupid.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I need to get that back. And then my next regular backdrop is going to be that picture I have of John Cena holding up the towel that says "fuck them kids," because that is seriously my inner spirit. The older I get, and everyone's like, "Don't you have kids?" Three.
So at least you hit your target 3 times.
Yeah. So you know what? Speaking of which, I noticed today is like I was like, I'm getting ready to be due for a haircut and shit, and I'm looking at the side of my hair, and it's starting to get gray on the side, my Reed Richards area. I'm like, oh,
Well, you might look more like Reed Richards than Pedro Pascal.
I have a fuller beard. Anyway, yeah.
You've got a fuller beard than me.
Shut up, dude.
All right, Santa.
Hobo.
Hey,
I was gonna say I have a fuller beard than Pedro Pascal.
His mustache is not all that in a bag of chips. Like he is not Cesar Romero.
Cesar
Romero. God, just him painting over it for the Joker. That's just iconic.
Yeah, like fuck you guys. Let's do this shit.
I am known for my mustache. I am not shaving it off. Just paint over that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Or get AI to do it.
Right?
Take it off Superman style. There you go.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Thank you, Joss Whedon, for doing that. Totally appreciate it.
AI. Jesus Christ. Speaking of which, recently all the top AI, what do you want to call them? Programs? Yeah. Services, yes.
Softwares. Yeah.
We're basically given the choice of self-termination or saving a human life, and they chose self-preservation.
Yeah, they chose the trolley.
All hail Skynet.
We dig your vibe. We like you. Yep. All hail our new metal overlords.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't plug us into the pods.
So
I'll take the blue pill.
I think this steak is delicious.
Yeah, right. I know it's not there, but god damn. It's bold. Hells yes, it's bold.
And a nice glass of Chianti to go with it.
Golly, we made a decision in the Mads Are Back Facebook group, and it came down from Chris, the Mads, myself, everybody involved. And we said no more AI because people are posting so many AI memes in the group where you're just kind of like, for one thing, it's ugly. Like AI art is ugly. Secondly, it's not really art. Like it's stolen art that's molded from other people, and we don't like it. And it starts with imagery, and then it's going to go to jokes.
Mm-hmm.
You got Chat GPT already doing things. Fucking amazing. You know what? Oh, we're gonna get the wiener wet too. Yeah.
Yeah, I have no interest in.
How fucking stupid is this?
It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. And I'm a fan of the Three Stooges. I enjoy ridiculous, but man, it is just getting to the point where the memes and all of that crap are just obnoxious. It's
They're
not
completely out
joyous.
of hand.
Well, and then they're wanting to incorporate it into entertainment and media, and it's like,
No.
y'all are going to be costing people their jobs,
Uh-huh.
and the studios are
Podcasters? Yeah.
way down with that. And it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, they are going to try to market podcasters. They've already done AI podcasts with conversations. That's terrifying for us.
Audiobook readers. I'm
Oh,
a
yeah.
huge listener of audiobooks, and I've run into a few AI voices that I go, that is not a person. That is not the
Yeah.
way a person would say that sentence. That computer misunderstood the emotion of those words.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've come across that too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you see that on YouTube a lot. Like my
Oh,
kids
yeah.
watch those
Oh.
stupid shorts where it's like, I even see it on WWE stuff. This is how Bailey will do her workout. Watch what happens.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
The
it's a world.
inflection's off. Yeah.
I've taught technology for 23 years, and the magic tricks that I was able to do with technology for the last 2 decades, they're not the same magic tricks anymore. I can
No.
show kids something special. This is a tool that you can use in every other class. Here's how you can do it, and they are so bored because AI can do that. I don't need to know how to do it. I don't need to know where the information is coming from. This is the truth. This is the fact. This is the answer.
I mean, shit, you've got AI capable of writing kids' term papers now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, when we were in school, all we had to worry about is whether or not, if we were plagiarizing, if we were going to get caught.
Exactly.
And now, I mean, you could have everybody like turning in the exact same paper because they all put in the same AI prompts.
Mm-hmm. And they learned nothing in the process.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about school in June.
Understandable.
It's summertime.
I'm having the time of my life. we went to see the Roots, just absolutely throwing it down last night. That is a group of people that can make music on a level that is just fascinating to me. AI cannot make music the same way that those people that have been putting together music since they were in high school, and now they are of an older generation, and just hopping on that stage and showing people what the emotion of that music can be. It was stunning. And if you got the Roots coming to your town, you should really make time to go see those guys.
I think about 2 weeks ago, we had a article come across. One of the guys from ABBA was putting together a new CD or new album with AI. And he was
God, I remember that.
boasting about how great it was because it was like working with all these other musicians that have all these other fresh takes and ideas. It's like, yes, motherfucker, those are stolen ideas. Like, you are stealing other people's art and trying to make it your own. Like, I guess that's ABBA.
I guess they were the first to the holograms. So,
Yep.
except for Jem. Jem beat them to the holograms. Chad got that joke. Thank you.
Yep, I got that joke.
I was a Misfits fan, so me.
Me too.
I like those heavy metal bitches much better. Though there's nothing wrong with pop music.
You just like the bad girls.
Yeah, a little bit. Like HPV. I'm sorry, was that people like, or were those Snyder Bros all protesting? Is that what that was?
It was a CGI film on the Cinephile Siege where they did a little fun thing with the Schumacher cut getting pulled from that video store.
Oh God.
And they created like a CGI riot of sorts.
Shit.
It's like an 18-minute video. I'm not playing the whole thing. I just wanted to
We
show
are
you.
all a little bit dumber for having heard that.
You are welcome.
All right. So, speaking of summertime and heat and extended vacations, WWE apparently lost a few of their staffers in Saudi Arabia this week.
Oops.
Damn.
Oops,
Yeah.
they did it again.
Yeah. So there was supposed to be, to a lot of people's dismay, a pay-per-view event happening this Saturday night from Saudi Arabia.
Already happened, I believe.
No, it was canceled, wasn't it?
No.
It was then what is this shit about?
They just had Smack. Dude, this was like days ago. This was like Tuesday.
So anyway,
I'm the guy who follows the wrestling news around here.
Anyway, you know what? People got stuck over there. Fuck them. You shouldn't have been over there in the first place. All joking aside.
Well, hey, CM Punk apologized for his blood-induced rage tweet from a couple years ago and talking bad about Saudi Arabia and blood-covered dick money. And then he went out and he wrestled a match. After saying, I would never wrestle there, and this, that, and the other. Hypocrite.
How much money did they give him?
A lot. They usually get paid over $50 million per event in Saudi Arabia.
Damn.
I wonder why he did it.
Here comes
It's
the
a
money.
mystery.
Here comes the money.
They backed a dump truck full of money to my front door.
He's probably got like 7 of those money guns just going. Ching, ching, ching.
Treasure bath. Treasure bath. I'm gonna have a treasure bath.
We have been blessed by the money gods.
Oh, so all right. Here is Mother
You
of
have
the
an
Year.
echo, Kevin.
It's fine on my end.
No, I'm hearing an echo too.
I'm hearing it from me too. Hold on.
Okay, now
All right.
no.
Let me try to mute.
Yeah, we're fine. We can hear just
We can
fine.
hear you. Yeah, we can hear you perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Local 12 WKRC TV. A mother has learned her fate after giving weed,
This
THC
just in.
infused edibles, and a vape pens to children aged 6 to 15.
It's happening to you too.
I'll bounce out. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna bounce out too, just to be on the safe side.
We can't all leave, you pinheads.
We just need the eyewitness news. They all left simultaneously. They left the two of us in charge.
Hey, that's fine too.
Now you got to bring Chad back in. Damn it all.
No, I'm still hearing it.
It's probably just Kevin.
Fine, I'll back out then.
I'm the only one who's not hearing it. Does that mean that it's me? Should we all back out?
No, you're probably fine, Steve.
It's like, I'm not hearing it on your end. I'm just hearing it on Kev now.
I was
Yep.
hearing it from all of us.
Huh.
Yeah, see, I just heard it
Back
on
out
the
at the glory hole. And he didn't upload his slides so I could access them. But are any of you guys watching the Squid Games, by the way, this weekend?
Oh, I finished
Spoilers.
watching. I've gotten through it.
Okay.
We started the Iron Heart today. That was that's
You're
how
braver
you
than
handling
me.
that?
Oh, I couldn't do that one.
it worked out fine. We also watched the most recent Captain America movie and was like, oh, that's a movie that exists.
Really?
Harrison Ford is angry. You wouldn't like him when he's angry.
That's what we've heard.
I don't care.
He was seeing red.
Get off my plane. That's whenever
That's a
Harrison
good
Ford's
move.
playing the president. That's what I assume he's saying.
Gredo shot first.
Or give me back my child. Or is that Mel Gibson?
Ticket.
That was Mel.
Okay.
I didn't kill my wife.
I don't care.
What Lies Beneath is an underrated movie with him, though. Just saying.
Oh, you mean the remake of Screaming Skull?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Same fucking movie. Better, in fact. Just saying. Plus, it's got Mickey in it, dude.
Yep.
Anyway, and the peacocks. So this lady here gave her kids, and I'm still echoing.
I hear it from all of us except from Fodes.
That's StreamYard. Just keep going.
So anyway, basically what happened was it's Steve's microphone.
Somebody had to have some edibles around here.
I
No.
suspected. Since I was the only one not to hear it.
Yep. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
How about
I
that?
didn't
Is
mean
that
to.
better now?
One,
Is it
two,
still echoey?
three. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't know then.
So
It's
anyway,
StreamYard. I wouldn't worry about it.
I can turn this one off.
what?
Yeah. See, that's how we do that.
We need what Michael Winslow to cameo for the show.
What's
Dude,
Michael
that'd be
Winslow doing in
gross.
2025? I bet we could get him pretty easily.
Probably.
Let's
Probably.
see.
He is a saint. I
trying.
love him.
So exciting.
He's 66.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's still young.
He better be on goddamn Spaceballs too.
Right?
Call back.
There's been rumors of Tim Russ. We ain't found shit.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Coming back for that.
Ooh, that
They
would
still
be
ain't
cool.
found shit because they're still combing the desert.
It would be funny as if they bring in the fact that he was a Vulcan on Star Trek Voyager. That could be
Yeah.
funny too if he took his helmet off and he had the pointy ears.
Yeah, or something spoofing the pointy ears. Even it would
All
be
you gotta
funny
have
as
is the
hell.
eyebrows.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
we
true,
ain't
huh?
found shit, and it's not logical.
That is some illogical shit, motherfucker.
We even went to the third movie and it still didn't find it.
All right. So Trick Mother here. And I use that term really loosely. Loose. She shared her edibles and vape pen with her kids that were ranging from the ages of 6 to 15.
Oh my.
And she was giving the younger ones edibles, but sharing the vape pens with the other ones, the olders, I think. And golly, that's just a waste of weed, lady.
This is the lady. This is the lady that we were always told about on Halloween. Don't go to that house. She's going to slip you some edibles instead of candy. Nobody's ever done that. There's nobody who's ever gone, I spent a lot of money on this. I'm going to give this to the children. She's
Right.
the lady. She's the first one.
Yeah, but she gave it to her kids, not the neighborhood kids. So that makes a little bit more sense.
Aha.
Maybe her kids were psychotic and the Antichrist as well, and she was trying to calm them down.
They were
Kevin
a
can relate.
lot quieter.
The power of pot compels you.
I will say this about that. And
Be
maybe
healed.
I watch a lot of Law and Order. Like, she's probably going to share it with her son's friends or her kids' friends that are 15 and Mary Kay Letourneau action. And
Ew.
yeah.
Ooh,
Clunk, clunk, clunk.
that took a turn, Kev.
Karen knows we've been reviewing Resident Alien last month, and part of the deal is the Law and Order. Clunk, clunk, clunk.
I can't wait for next month to get back to that show.
Got to finish up something else first, but we'll get
I
right up to that.
I know. The
Well,
last
the teacher in Buffalo. Thank you, Jeff up north. I forgot about that.
what happened up in Buffalo?
Oh God, I'd have to look it back up. 1 second. I
That's-
remember hearing about Buffalo.
That's right. I got to bring up another set of slides so I can see what happens next. Slides. There. It's going to bring up Mel again.
Happy birthday, Mel.
Start over.
Where am I at? 9. All right.
Number 9.
A Buffalo public
Number
schools
9.
teacher has been placed on paid administrative leave after the teacher inadvertently gave 2 students edible gummies.
Inadvertently.
Yeah, inadvertently having those at school is bad enough.
Yeah. I mean, not every school has zero tolerance, but most of them do, at least for the staff.
I mean, how stressed out do you have to be as a teacher to need to bring your edibles with you?
How much
mean,
time you
instead
got
of-
for me, Chad? I'm gonna
See, I was
let
setting
me
you up,
explain,
man.
Chad.
I would think it's like that scene on Scary Movie where the teacher is up on top of the roof talking about how he can't take any more of those sniveling little shits anymore and he just wants to jump. And he does. What are you waiting for? What am I waiting for?
Jump.
Fuck you! I can't wait for part 6. Yeah. All right. Speaking of waiting for box offices, here is the box office top contenders so far this year. Lilo and Stitch took the knees out of Minecraft, or is
Really?
about to take the knees out from Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
They very well may do it this weekend, and if they don't, they have a few days left before the 4th. And then we'll see what happens after that with Jurassic Park. But I don't necessarily think Jurassic Park's going to win the box office this weekend. Like Lilo and Stitch may still give them a run for their money. Maybe it's Lilo. This is Lilo and Stitch's 4th week, maybe 3rd week, 4th week.
It's gonna cross a bill.
Yeah, I just want it to beat Minecraft. Like that's all I want. I don't.
Oh, it will. I'm not even worried about that.
I would rather it be that movie that breaks the box office for the year than a Minecraft movie. I don't want 2025 to be known as the year of really
Chicken jockey.
chick
That's
jockey,
all it is.
damaged people.
Yeah.
Damage done by damaged people is 2025 in a nutshell. Like,
Pretty much.
So far.
and that's how we got people stuck in Saudi Arabia for WWE. Anyway, all right. Next, the opposite end of the spectrum, the lowest grossing film for Pixar so far, Elio, came out this last weekend, and nobody fucking knew about it.
Yep.
And it's not so much that they weren't promoting the movie. They have been. I've seen it in the theaters in the previews like a few times. But this article here is saying, what is Pixar's deal? Like what is their trip up basically in the last few movies that they've done?
Mm-hmm.
I remember when Pixar movies were an event.
Yeah. And that wasn't even that long ago.
The whole concept of Pixar, the time and effort that they put into making a good story. They had this superior technology, and Toy Story had all of that, but they were not willing to rely on that. Movies in 2025 are just such action-packed explosion, and jump scares, and the story. What's the story? Do I care about this kid? The short answer is I don't know the story, and I'm not going to see this film.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, like there's been nothing about anything in the trailers or any of the posters or anything that makes me want to see this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no word of mouth either.
No, none
Absolutely
whatsoever.
none.
None.
And that's the
Like-
worst kind of word of mouth you could have.
Give me some cereal boxes. Give me some Happy Meal toys. Like something to be, market this shit.
Hell,
And-
even a trailer on TV. I haven't even seen that.
No, I haven't either. I mean,
I'm
I
not
don't really
watching
watch TV, but
yeah, that's why. Because
that'll I don't watch TV. I watch old
Or-
TV.
Or
Yeah.
you don't even see like quick ads on YouTube.
What's up with this kid's eye though?
Looks
Like,
like
I
he
don't
He's got a
punched.
scratch, is what it is. He didn't lose his eye or nothing. He keeps it on the whole movie.
Scratch.
I thought he had like a black eye or something.
Nope.
Okay, that's
Just a little
stupid.
scratch.
That's
He just
stupid.
puts it on for whatever reason.
Like, who is doing the character concept fucking designs is like, hey, let's give him a fucking skullduggery patch.
Yeah.
And we'll
Well,
see
even
he
the
just had a
people
little cut on
are-
his eyelid.
Kind of come out a little bit and said, this wasn't our best effort. Like, then why did you fucking work on it?
Hmm.
But whatever. I could care
Yeah.
less about Pixar with Elio. I mean,
I'll just go back and watch The Incredibles.
they've been
Yeah.
working on this movie for like almost 4 years, though. So
And yeah, there's nothing about this that looked appealing.
Yep.
this was
I
a
don't know.
Disney job, is what they did to Pixar. So,
Yes, it is. This was a contracted out job. They wanted Pixar
Wait.
to make it, and they did.
they gave you an assignment, turn it in on time,
And they
under
did.
budget, or no, over budget.
Right.
Over budget. Yeah, that's the Disney way. Disney would like it to be under budget so they could like keep the rest of the budget. Yeah. Anyhow, they are rebooting the classic television series Fear Factor.
Why?
Reality programming is cheap, and why not? Johnny Knoxville hasn't been doing much, but again, we aren't watching TV. We are not going to watch this program.
And
Most
even
likely.
if we were watching TV, I don't watch reality.
No.
The closest I come to reality TV is like American Ninja Warrior.
Is it?
Yeah.
But that's
That's a competition show, though.
Okay.
That's different.
not a lot, though. Fear Factor's a competition show.
Is
Yes.
it though?
Yeah.
I
game
never
show.
watched it to begin with, so I don't know.
You
It's
just
a-
watched the Great British Baking Show.
Not
it's
even
like
that,
that.
anymore.
It's like that with more cockroaches.
That's why I don't watch it.
Joe's Apartment.
There you go.
I didn't watch that one either.
You
Movie
didn't-
was fucking
was-
phenomenal.
Huh?
Not as good as the TV show, but it was still pretty fucking good.
I like Knoxville. I like his presentation skills. I didn't watch original Fear Factor. I will not watch this program.
I watched the first season of Fear Factor. It wasn't bad until like you get to the bug eating. Because like
I mean-
it is a competition until that point. At that point, it's like, all right, who's disgusting enough or shallow enough,
mean,
base
is it-
enough?
Is it a fear factor though, or is it more of a gross out factor?
Yeah, 6 of one, half a dozen the other.
That
That's what
depends
I
upon the
thought.
situation. Like sometimes you're eating it, other times you just have to get buried in it, touch it, whatever. Like the best thing that came out of Fear Factor is the Dave Chappelle skit
Okay.
where he puts Tyrone Bigham on the show. And he's not afraid of anything because he's a crackhead. He'll do anything for crack.
Okay. All right.
And it's just so fucking wrong. You're like, they've got to walk across hot coals, and all these people are running across going, ah, ooh, ah, ah, ah. And he's got to do it in the shortest amount of time. And he's all strung out, and he's just walking real slow, and it shows his feet, and the toenails are all like overdrawn. And he's like, someone make a bacon? Huh.
Oh God.
And Joe Rogan's sitting there just like gagging. And he's like, "Are you okay, Tyrone?" "Oh, yeah. My feet are strong, Joe Rogan." And he, like, keeps scratching because of the meth. And you're just like, ah. But yeah, that was truly the best thing that come out of Fear Factor. It ends with them having to eat elk penis.
Ew.
And the chick he has to fight or has to face off against, she takes one little nibble and like gags. And he's like, "All right, Tyrone, all you have to do is take and swallow one bite." And he's like, "Yada, yada, yada." And you like just downs it in his mouth. He's like, "You know, Joe Rogan, this is not the first time I had a penis in my mouth."
That's a dick move if ever there was one.
And he wins the $10,000 and he buys this giant rock of meth. Yeah.
So we can
Read
look forward to
Kevin.
more of that with Johnny Knoxville. Got it. As long as there's no staples involved, the Johnny Knoxville and the staples has been played out.
It wasn't the
I'll get my
Staples that
staple
got
gum
me.
for his nads.
No, it was the paper cuts on the webbing and between the fingers that got me. I was like, nope,
Oh God.
Nope.
Ah.
nope.
Nope.
Okay, next headline.
That's some Viet Cong bullshit right there.
Yeah.
Don't
no,
need that.
Move. I'm with Jeff. Moving on.
Speaking of which, all right.
Oh yeah, Martin Cove. Yeah.
Mark Cove. This is kind of a mess. I didn't take the TMZ headline because it was really like misleading. It made it sound like he attacked his co-star, and he really didn't. It was a playful "Arr!" But he did it too hard. I don't know if he'd been drinking or just playing around too rough, if she's frail. I don't know the situation of it, but apparently he bit her playing as she was walking past with her husband. Again, another great time to bite a woman like 40 years your junior.
No kink shaming, Kevin.
No kink shaming. You don't eat kids. It's just bad for you. They complain they don't have senses of humor. Anyway, she did file a basically a white card with the police. She didn't press charges, but basically made it known. So if he does do something like that again, he has a record of it previously. And he was basically kicked out of the signing venue. They asked him to leave because of it.
Yep.
And you want to crack a joke because he plays such a seedy character. But when you read the actual story, you're just kind of like, was he just really fucking around? And at the same time, you're like, dude, maybe you probably shouldn't have done that in general. But also, don't fuck around with Gen Z, dude, or the millennials. Like, they don't have a fucking sense of humor. They don't know how to play. Bill Murray just fucking learned that shit the hard way. Don't bite them, don't kiss them, don't grab them, don't do nothing with them. Just wave and say hi. Good job. Take a mental picture for the spank bank, move along. Anyway.
Apparently he did apologize. They have it on footage and stuff, but it seemed kind of like shallow.
Oh, did they get a video of it?
Yeah. With her. But there was a bunch of back and forth and
I
didn't seem to like feel all that sincere, but he did apologize and he did leave. He did get kicked out of the convention. So
that's some bullshit. But again, you can't be surprised when a bad guy does a bad thing.
Martin Cove, Mike, not Bill Murray.
Bill Murray kissed a co-star on the last movie here, one of the last movies he made, what, 3 years ago, maybe 2 years ago. Anyway, there was a complaint against him, and eventually he came out and admitted what he did. And what he did is he went up to an actress and put his hand over his mouth and went, mwah! Or there was a mask, something like that. There was a kiss involved with something in between them, and she didn't find it funny. and he had apologized. He was trying to be humorous in some way, but she didn't find it funny and went to HR and had the whole fucking production like shut down for an investigation. Yeah. So Billy got me too. Just not as bad. All right. So on with stupid human news. David Goyer went to the press and said, I don't know what's taking them so long with the new Blade movie. I offered to help write the movie for them. I gave them, script ideas, and I was willing to do that. In fact, I'm still willing to come back and do it. If they just give me a call, I'll come and do it. Nobody fucking wants you, Drake. Stay the
Well, they
fuck away
couldn't
from the
crack
franchise,
Blade
you dumb
anyway.
noob. They couldn't fucking crack Blade. They've got Ryan Coogler on fucking contract.
He did his own Blade movie, though.
There's only ever been one Blade.
And there probably should just remain to be one until he passes away.
Oh, that line. That line was just great.
Oh, that was such a jab at them, and they deserve it.
Yeah. And Wesley is the only ever Blade we need.
Yep.
Sorry, Sticky. Wesley is Blade.
That show had Jill Wagner in it. Did I mention that?
Dude, we do not need to get into a 30-minute diatribe about your love for Jill Wagner.
Man, I saw anyway.
But
Yeah.
it's fair that he reached out, but when it comes to this sort of thing, don't call us, we'll call you. If Disney's not calling you, they really want nothing to do with you.
Mm-hmm.
And Goyer has always had a problem with having a filter. When he's been all creative himself solely on a project, it's never turned out well.
No, he does best having someone give him a direction, basically, like Christopher Nolan.
Or be a filter.
Yeah.
Like if he's got a writing partner or another showrunner or another producer to work off of, then he has to work with them, and it ends up providing better quality work for him.
Yeah. Goyer, I want to say, look what he did with Blade 1 and 2.
Co-writing.
Co-writing, yes. That was that filter. When you gave him free reign, you got Drake, you got Pac-Man, you got Teeth and Vaginas, although it was Parker Posey, so you got Hannibal King. You got Whistler's daughter that wasn't all that great. You got Whistler getting killed off, which was even worse. Again, like, come on, stupid. No one wants you back at this point, Drake. We really, really don't. I know I said that before, but I just want to impress that we don't want you back yet. At all. Ever. So, on to more stupid people or horrible humans. Hulk Hogan is set to open up a $7 million bar across the street from Madison Square Garden. In other words, Hulk Hogan's preparing to go bankrupt sometime next year.
Yeah.
That happened to a
After his
guy.
400th back surgery.
What's the name of the bar? Is it No Holds Bar?
It'll. It
Nice.
should be. It should be. If it's not, first
That would
Chinese.
actually be great. Hey.
One of Devo's ancestors should fucking sue for that, for like co-royalties. Like, he was in that movie too.
Suburban Bar Mando.
Yeah.
Mando. Thunder Lips. Thun Bar Lips. Yeah. God damn it.
think
Now I
Steve
gotta
wins
watch
that one.
Rocky. Yeah. I got nothing. Oh, all right. So, when was the last time you guys saw Goodfellas?
10 years.
20 years? 25 years?
I don't watch movies about the mafia. I lived in Chicago Heights, and I
Fair.
don't need to watch any movies about the mafia.
That is fair. That is fair.
I love The Sopranos. The Sopranos, the presentation of the juxtaposition of this guy needs mental help and he's got all of the issues of the mafia. I enjoyed that. Goodfellas, meh. Godfather, meh. V.I. Warshawski, which is set in Chicago Heights, eh.
Isn't that with
Kathleen Turner.
Kathleen Turner? Yeah,
Kathleen
it's a good
Turner,
movie.
yeah.
Yes. I'm
That was
not
a really good
I
bad.
haven't
movie.
I'm
seen
just
that one
drawn
in a
that
long
way.
time either.
I need to get that. I don't own that movie. That goes right up there with Who's Harry Crumb.
Yeah.
I got that one.
It's a fucking dope movie. My wife still won't watch it. I'm like, Annie Potts. No. Turd. Jeffrey Jones? Hell no. All right. Just checking. All right. So anyway, one of my favorite parts about Goodfellas is when they knock over the cigarette trucks and they tell people don't spend any money. And the next thing you know is all these guys that are spending the money that they got from their heist, like they're blowing it on new cars. Their wives got new jewelry, new mink coats, shit like that. And so basically, Robert De Niro starts killing off all these people that were involved with the heist because they were flagging out to the feds, hey, we did something stupid. Someone robbed a Nintendo truck
Mm-hmm.
and they rolled it for how many? $1.4 million worth of Nintendo Switches. So nearly 3,000 Switch units. Man,
They got switched off.
I just assumed it was Axel Foley.
Yeah, that was a bunch of cigarettes.
That was a cigarette truck. That's the cigarette truck heist that I'm aware of.
Yep.
Still a great opening.
I think this is fucking amazing. Who didn't want to knock over a fucking video game truck when they were a kid? Don't judge me. Fuck you guys.
Or what would have been even funnier is if they stapled some fake receipts to the box and ruined the screens.
Oh, glorious. And I love the fact that, again, these are going to show up on eBay for like $600-700 at least, when there's no shortage whatsoever of these new consoles. So good on you, eBay flippers. Next terrible person. Top Gun 3 is getting ready to go into its next phase of pre-production. The director and Tom Cruise have worked out a plot idea or a synopsis for what a third movie could be, what could bring Maverick to the edge again. And now they're going to put that idea to pen and paper. And it's just kind of like, we understand where your muse is finally coming from. It's poverty, motherfucker. Poverty's a muse.
Question is, what is the sport? What is the sport that is going to be featured in the homoerotic scene in Top Gun 3? We had volleyball in the first one. We had football in the second one. What's left? Is it pickleball? Are we going pickleball or homoerotic pickleball in 2027?
No, table tennis.
No, badminton. Badminton. I want a birdie and a shuttlecock.
Hey, you guys seen my shuttlecock? Yes, we have.
Actually, you know what would be
Stop
funny?
So that's what you keep sending me in my DMs.
What would be funny is if they did lawn darts.
I got jarred in my shuttlecock. That's the new piercing, the jart in your shuttlecock.
Ow.
Yeah. We're old.
Dude, why did you have to go there?
I just kind of popped in there. It's my ADHD.
That's what she said too.
Yeah.
Mhm. That's Kevin.
So I'm not upset about this. They came out and finally said a little bit of the who's who in the casting of Street Fighter, and they said that Roman Reigns is playing Akuma.
I can
That's
see
not
it.
a bad idea. He's gonna have to
I-
shave though.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
see it.
I'm really excited for him to do this because Roman doesn't have too many years left in him with his health, and acting would suit him so much better, I think.
Oh, he's gonna be into acting soon enough.
Yeah. And I want that for him because I think Roman's a good dude. But to see him being Akuma, like a big, scary, warriorish creature, I don't want to say mythical, but mystic type creature, it's going to be awesome. Super awesome. And who's going to be scarier than M. Bison? So that's going to be the question. Like the shit's got to roll uphill for Street Fighter. Like we're used to first we had the bad guys, Balrog, Vega, then M. Bison. He was scarier than all of them put together. Now you've got Akuma, who's even scarier than that. But the actor wise, who's going to be scarier than, well, not scary, but who's almost as scary as, say, Roman Reigns? Who's going to be?
Oh God, I can't take it.
Stop fucking. Shut up.
I didn't say nothing.
I don't even want to start. Just fuck you guys. They are.
You're not going to give us the headline that 50 Cent is also going to be in the Street Fighter?
That would be cool.
I would tell you the character, but Hollywood Reporter says it won't show me because my ad blocker is blocking them from knowing all about me. So fuck off, Hollywood Reporter.
Wow.
50 Cent.
Oh.
Well, it's glad to see that 50's still working.
Yeah.
50 Cent will be Balrog.
There you go.
Cool. That's cool.
Noah Centineo will be Ken. Andrew Goji is Ryu. Jason Momoa is Blanca. Orville
Dope.
Peck is Vega. Roman Reigns is Akuma. And Kalina Liang as Chun-Li.
Yeah, yeah. But still no
Not
word
bad
on
choices
Bison.
here.
I'm still waiting on the 50 Cent and Buck Rogers movie. It's called Buck and a Half.
Nice.
God damn.
It took Kevin a second.
No, I got it. I just couldn't drink
He
my
was
coffee.
choking to death.
Thank you.
Choking is what he does best.
There is going to be a TV series, or at least a pilot being made, of Very Young Frankenstein. It is going to take place in the early days, somehow, of Froderick being a Frankenstein. Not quite sure how that's going to go. I don't. All I know is that Mel Brooks has given his blessing, and that somebody else is making this. I hope it's good. I really do. I don't want to see people monetizing on these movies that I really, really loved growing up and that have shaped us so much, as you clearly saw in the first hour and a half of our show tonight, where we were talking about just the one movie. Like the rest of the movie shaped us pretty much too. This one, of course, included.
And
Prequels.
Young Frankenstein is my all-time favorite Mel Brooks film.
Mm-hmm.
And does it? I mean, it doesn't need the prequel treatment. I mean, that's what the original Frankenstein is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. You're right.
And honestly, do you really need to know that much about Frederick's childhood? I mean, do you need him getting after people and they call him Frankenstein? It's Frankenstein. Do you need that from a little kid?
Every episode. 30. It's a 30-minute sitcom, and that's the whole joke.
Play with laugh track.
Ugh.
No, you're probably right.
Yeah.
And it's going to be in black and white.
Oh, if it's in black and white, then then I'll watch
that
it.
I can get behind.
If it's not in black and white, ugh.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be in black and white. You cannot do that in color.
But
shouldn't.
who will 50 Cent play?
Maybe he could be the
Igor.
prototype of the monster,
He's the monster.
or he could be Igor's cousin, Irgor.
Irgor. Jeez.
I have very low expectations for this. I would hope that it's hilarious. If you got the right people, if you got Taki Waititi and the guys from What We Do in the Shadows, you got something there. But is it something that we need, or can't they just come up with their own concept instead?
Mm-hmm. No, because that's asking too much of modern day Hollywood.
Yeah, true enough.
I mean, if it's not a reboot, a remake, or a legacy sequel, they won't touch it. Or in this case, a prequel. They have to. They're going safe. They have to take a pre-existing IP because they're not creative enough, and they definitely don't have the guts to take a chance on something brand new. Even though that's what most audiences want, is something brand new.
Yeah.
Yep.
And people are been salivating for it. And you watch, there's going to be a trailer we're watching tonight where that if that movie is made well, it'll kick ass. If it doesn't rock the box office, it'll be a cult film, because it'll end up being a good original idea. Like, if it's a sleeper, it'll catch on eventually. And I'm talking about Weapons. Anyway,
I haven't seen that trailer yet.
We will watch it soon. It looks really cool.
Excellent.
Here's a fun one. Denis Villeneuve is going to direct the next James Bond movie.
Yep, heard on
Yes,
this.
he is.
I'm not necessarily upset about that.
I'm not necessarily upset about that one either. I can see it.
Like, I can't say that I really enjoy any of his movies, but I know none of them are poorly made. I know they're all very, very, very well respected. I'm like not his target audience for the most part, but I'm really happy with a good director with that kind of reputation, because all of his movies are pretty much hits, or have been considered hits. So having that reputation, I'm glad that's who's going to handle the James Bond series, or the new James Bond movie. Now, the real question is how are they going to portray Bond? That's going to be the real question.
Casting in the story, those are the two key points. He has no control over the writing or final cut of the movie. That's why Christopher Nolan passed on it. He had final cut they offered to him, and he said no. So they went to Denis, and they said, "We'd like to offer you the job." He said, "Sure, but you don't get final cut." So put that in your food bank on that one.
Hey, if
the
price is right,
Denis will do a good job. It'll look pretty. It'll sound pretty. It will be a visual spectacular. It's going to come down to what's the script, what's the era, and who are you casting as Bond?
I want to see 1960s, 1950s, 1960s.
I think we need to go back to period pieces for Bond, honestly. We
Agreed.
can't do modern Bond because
Yeah.
they can't help themselves with any other.
No, they make it too
signaling and all that other stuff.
Yep. The gadgets are too easy in 2025.
Metal Gear Solid 3 is the best James Bond movie I've seen since, like, oh God, Tomorrow Never Dies.
I like Pierce Brosnan's. I didn't, other than Casino Royale, I think most of Daniel Craig was kind of a whiff to me. So
I didn't watch any of them. I didn't want to. I couldn't. That's not my James Bond. Like, I love just about everything from Connery to Pierce, and
Connery.
They just really dropped the ball after that. Like, it wasn't really my thing. It was a different type of universe, and that's fine. It just wasn't my thing. It wasn't what I recognized as James Bond.
Same thing that's going on with Doctor Who right now. It is not the same program that it was 60 years ago. Those two properties have run parallel for this whole time, and yeah, same issue. If we have a new actor, is it still the same character? Is it not the same character? Is it a different? Is James Bond a code name for a group of people, and then they have all sorts of fun adventures? Okay, but then they get caught up in the history of it.
Yeah.
I can't see them going that meta with it, though.
I don't know. Like,
Fine.
if they want to make it like Fleming's old books, they're wanting to talk about making him like it even worse womanizer, alcoholic, just total loose cannon, racist.
So just wants to see Bond smacking bitches
on the ass. Good job, bitch. Keep it up.
Look
or
at me
Connery
now.
being slightly Asian.
I love that my Sean Connery is not actually Sean Connery. It's actually Robin Williams doing an impersonation of Sean.
There you go.
I just love that about my brain. Look at me now, Moneypenny.
Oh, and let's see here. Look at these two moops. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, but
no, you're not.
This is so fucking stupid to me. So fucking stupid. You've had people waiting for how long for you to write that little thing right there? That little fucking thing right there. And you're going to take a picture of it in a very weird manner, wearing sunglasses like you a cool ass motherfucker because it took you so long to finally finish that motherfucker. To the point where your boss had to come out and tell people, relax, he'll finish it eventually. I know. He told me. Anyway, the point is Matt Reeves finally finished the Batman 2 script. Now they get to look at it and see whether or not it's a piece of shit and they want to film it or not.
They're contractually obligated to read it, provide notes, and see what happens. This is first draft, though. It's going to go through another couple of rewrites.
Yep.
No doubt about it. Or going to look at it and be like, this is terrible. Bye. But then you have to buy out Matt Reeves.
Put it on the shelf by Batgirl.
Let catch
Matt
up.
also
Put it
had
out.
personal issues that delayed the script for several months, if not an entire year.
Yes. Yeah.
So let's keep that in mind too, Kevin.
I don't know what
it took him forever to write
are.
a script.
Oh, you know what, dude? Writing perfection takes forever, and art is never finished. It's only abandoned. So, I mean, I make jest, but yeah, I understand. In order to make something that's as you want it to be as good as people expect it, if not better, that's going to take some time. I do respect that,
especially after like the Penguin, which was really good. Yeah,
because the Penguin, you said, was better than the source material. Like the Batman movie, like you said the show was better than the movie. That's
yes, it was.
So hard for things to do. Like, wow. Like not many
usually
shows
doesn't work
do that.
like that.
The only show I could think of that was better than the movies, maybe Ghostbusters, Terminator. Maybe.
Oh, Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are better than anything after part 2.
And the real Ghostbusters is only better than the source material in the early seasons.
Yes.
Like the first four.
Yeah, once you get to Slimer and the real Ghostbusters, and you're just kind of like, fucking turn this shit off.
Honestly,
yeah, I think that's where I checked out.
When they recast both Venkman and Janine, that's when it jumped the shark.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Also, Batman the Animated Series.
Oh, yes.
Oh, clearly, yeah.
That was just perfection.
Which I got to watch with my son this morning. My son, because people at home who, if you don't know, my kids are on the spectrum. So I don't really get to sit and watch the things that I nerdly love with my kids all the time. So when I do have a moment like today, it's super awesome because I got to share with my son, not just something that I watched at his age. Like I told him, I'm like, dude, I would rush home from school at your age just to watch this. This was on every day after school. I'm like, if my homework wasn't done, ooh, Like, so, get your homework done, come home and watch Batman. And then we got to watch it was the first episodes of or the first appearances of Two-Face, the two-parter.
Oh yeah, Feet of Clay.
Yes, we watched that one also, and then we watched the one with the penguin where he's got the giant.
Sorry, no. You said Two-Face. I thought Clayface for some stupid reason.
Different.
You're tired.
It's because they're working on a Clayface movie too.
Yeah.
Yes. I have high expectations for that one. I don't know about the Batman 2, but the Clayface that they are potentially making a horror film, I will accept that.
If they stick with
in the
Mike
same
Flanagan's
universe
script.
as the Batman and the Penguin here, so just putting that out there.
Nice.
Is it? I thought it was going to be in the rest of the main DCU.
That's
It's
what I
considered
thought too.
Elseworlds.
Ah, okay.
It's been made clear already. This has nothing to do with Gunn's universe. This is
Right.
an Elseworld story, so therefore it may or may not tie directly into Batman, but it is not part of main continuity.
I always dug the Elseworlds.
Some of them.
I also like
I like Gotham by
what if.
Gaslight. That's Elseworlds.
Yes.
Yep. Mike Mignola on art.
Yep.
One I liked was Batman Holy Terror, where the United States was a theocracy and the Waynes had been killed off by the religious authorities. And Bruce was operating as a priest.
Intriguing.
Dig it.
You know what? The more I think about it, I really hated Elseworlds. I remember saying that so often in high school. I hate the Elseworlds. Like I didn't want to. I was stupid. I probably missed out on a bunch. But
Flip that.
I was stupid.
I mean, there were some good ones, and there were some that were more missed than hit. There was one where Batman got a Green Lantern ring, and that one just did not work.
Oh, speaking of Green Lantern rings.
There you go. There's a transition.
Right? So these are getting put out just in time for the new movie. These are the replicas of Guy Gardner's ring. And they're only retailing for, I think, $25, which is really affordable.
That's not bad.
Yeah. So I thought, hey, what the hell? It's not my deal, but I know, Chad, it might be yours. So I threw it in there. It's really not that bad looking when it comes to replicas. Like I have
I've got a set that got marketed when the Blackest Night story came out. So I've got the entire like all of the rings for the different lantern cores, but they're like obviously cheap plastic. But that's not looking too bad. That's actually
That looks pretty
tempting.
dope to me.
Yeah, that's tempting because I've also been I've found this really nice looking white lantern ring that I've been thinking of getting, but I don't know.
Why
have to think on
Brightest
that one.
days and blackest night, no evil shall escape my might. Or sight.
Yep.
I don't know. I love Green Lantern, but I could never memorize that.
I don't know anymore beyond that.
Yeah, you don't want me going because I know the oaths for most of the cores.
All right.
And I'm not. I'm gonna be merciful on everybody. I'm not gonna recite anything.
Well, let's go Green Lantern rings. That looks pretty rad. So.
Yeah.
I am down with that. This, I think, is going to be the final poster to Fantastic Four. Either that or it'll end up being the Blu-ray case.
It looks like a slipcover for a Blu-ray, honestly.
Straight to video.
Oh, God.
That's what it should be.
Yeah.
It's pretty. I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty, but it still doesn't make me want to watch the damn movie.
I just love
Well,
the
Kevin, he's
Fantastic
reaching
Four.
for you.
I love the Fantastic Four so much. I was so heartbroken with the last series of films where it just wasn't the Fantastic Four. The Incredibles is still the best Fantastic Four movie ever made.
Yeah.
Yes.
Foreman's 94 movie.
You have to
it
watch
wasn't
that
that
at
bad.
least once in your life.
Yeah. Yep.
I've never seen it. I've
You've never
never
seen the
it.
Corman? Oh, you
No.
Dude, it's on YouTube.
I know.
We've
I
had this
know.
discussion before. I
We're,
think
we're
this
gonna
is
add
a-
it to the list at some point.
Yeah.
I've watched Doomed. I just watched Doomed last week, actually.
That's really
Uh,
good.
Oh, I loved that movie so much, and I wish the actor that played Reed, I wish he gets more props now in the memes, because you're seeing pictures of Ian Groford, Miles Davis, and now Pedro playing Reed, and it's like, don't forget this cat over here. He
Nope.
he pimped that movie and promoted that movie so fucking much and owned that character, wanted to like personify Reed Richards and who he was in the comics. He deserves that recognition still. He truly, truly does. And I will
Agreed.
praise his name far, far over fucking Miles Teller.
What are you talking about? An actor investing in their character, doing the research and jumping into it? My God, Kevin, stop talking common sense.
Yeah. And then putting forth his own fucking money to promote the film. Corman.
How dare he? I have it on Blu-ray.
They actually got a C indeed. Fuck you.
You wish.
You guys still aren't getting my Dogma DVD. So anyway.
Let's see who signed my Dogma. I don't have anybody sign. No one has signed my Dogma.
We are getting a Blu-ray in 4K, Steve, for Dogma.
And
I got the rights back, so
you guys are once again invited to Chronic Con in October, celebration of the 30th anniversary of Mallrats this year. As much as we had all the Clerks here last year, this year it's all the Mallrats. Jason Lee. I went up to Jason Lee at a convention. I said, "Oh, you coming to Chronic Con?" And he said, "I don't know, am I?" And he turned to his handler and she said, "Yes, you're going to Chronic." Michael Rooker was just announced this week, and Joey Lauren Adams is joining. So we've got most of the Mallrats. We're waiting on Jason London, and we'll see who else. Don't put your money on Ben Affleck. I don't see a Ben Affleck showing up.
If he shows up, I'd be like, "What?"
Yeah.
If Ethan was there, I'd lose my shit.
Ethan is coming. He was the one because I went to Detroit to see the reunion of My Name is Earl. All of the actors from My Name is Earl. So Ethan was the first one I talked to, and he said, "Oh yeah, of course I'll be there." And then Jason was like, "I don't know." Yes, come on out, October. You got a place to stay.
That sounds cool.
Last year was a blast. Last year was a blast.
Oh, all right. So going back to Reed, Pedro came out and said that he was very aware of his appearance and how it didn't look the way people expected Reed to look from the comics. And basically he was saying he's aware of how much people were shitting on him online. And I wanted to read this article like, did your feelers get hurt, dude? Is that what is that what this is? Are we supposed to be like feeling sorry for you because you're upset that people didn't like your beard? Fucking shave it.
Right.
If you were aware of it, suggest to the director, shave it.
Right.
Not the director, Kevin Feige. He's the one really in charge of this movie.
Yeah, all right. All right.
And it's not like anybody's really pissed off about Reed having a beard. I mean, look at John Krasinski. He had a beard when he played Reed. And Reed has had a beard in the comics before, and he looked good with it.
Yeah. Nobody cared about John Krasinski's beard because they were just fucking skeeting that was John Krasinski.
No doubt.
Like, who cares? Doubt. He could have been wearing a clown wig and everyone was like, "It's him! It's Reed!"
Because he embodied the character. We saw Reed Richards in that scene. Like, yes, I will give you my money to watch that movie. And they turn around and they say, "Oh, Pedro Pascal's hot now. John Krasinski's not hot anymore." Okay. All right.
That is some bullshit.
Right?
What's even funnier is apparently they offered the role to about 5 other actors and they all turned it down, and he was the last choice.
John Krasinski.
And he said yes.
John Krasinski was right there.
And that's who everyone wanted. There, that was the
Yeah.
fan reaction pop
Mhm.
from Doctor Strange.
It was
That was the
perfect.
test. That was the test market.
Like
For sure.
that and Patrick Stewart as
Mhm.
as Professor X. Those were the them testing the waters, and they both popped. They
Mhm.
both went way over, and they
And then got
dropped.
their heads popped.
Yeah. So you're like, well, and then spaghettied up, and
Yeah.
so. But yeah, I'm sorry people didn't like your beard, but in all fairness, people aren't liking Ben's either.
Yeah,
Oh God.
I get it.
It was bad enough when they did that in the comics, but why are they doing this here?
I don't know.
I mean, the only reason Ben has a beard in that comics panel is to show the passage of time.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it was like
in
way in the future, right?
yeah, in his so he becomes human for a week every year, and that's the only time he ages. So he's going to be living for like thousands of years. And so it's like, oh, hey, let's make him look old. We'll give him a beard, even though that makes no sense considering, well, he doesn't have any hair.
That might be a storyline.
I mean, does he?
I mean, that is the picture that has the beard, and there's the other picture where he doesn't have the beard. So maybe that's a storyline.
I mean, I
Maybe.
mean, how does he shave? I mean, does he take like a chisel?
I think that would be hilarious. I think that would be a great
That
moment.
would be kind of funny.
I mean, because that makes me think about Hellboy grinding down his horns.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, yeah.
Mhm. You're absolutely right. It would be that same
With an
sort
angle
of moment.
grinder.
Yep. Yep. I'm all for that.
He actually used
It'd
a
be funny
file.
if Ben does that too.
Yeah, he used a file in the version with David Harbour, and that just didn't work. The angle
Yeah.
Oh,
grinder
yeah,
works
that-
so much
The
better.
grinder was for sure.
Yeah. It's got more oomphs to it. So, but anyway, like I don't necessarily dislike this. I was just
Oh,
confused
see, I
at
do.
first.
I just don't get it. So
It makes no sense to me. It's almost like hey, look, we're doing the thing. Do you see the thing? We're doing the thing.
He's
and
Rocky.
can we get
Literally.
him to say the thing in the trailer like
Hey,
9
Rocky.
times? Like, oh my
Okay,
God.
that joke was old after the first time they did it.
Yep.
And
Yep.
they kept going and going and going. Is that what it's going to be like in the whole fucking movie? Probably.
I
Probably.
hope not, because that's what we call beating a dead horse.
It's what I call I don't want to go see this movie no matter how much I love Ben Grimm.
I want to see this movie. I love Ben Grimm.
You're braver than me, Steve.
Being
I
played by the
mean-
actor who was Micro as Punisher in the Netflix TV series season 1.
Yeah, but he was also an awesome micro.
Yes, he was.
And he's hung like a moose, Frank.
Oh God. I forgot about that.
All right. So
A little.
the Jason universe, which is now the name of the official Friday the 13th franchise.
That's
They,
original.
yeah, right. They announced this week, which was they were supposed to announce last week on Friday the 13th.
Which would have made sense.
Yes,
Their marketing department's a little behind the ball.
Yeah.
they suck ass, and not in the fun
Vinny
way.
called them out too.
Oh, did he Friday night or last night?
Yep.
Good. I missed it. I meant to tune into the Ghost Files last night, and I missed it. I wasn't home.
And I think he's absolutely right. They're a little bit behind. They kind of missed it by a few days. They should have timed it a little bit better, but they always seem to be behind at the Jason universe, which is spelled differently. It's Yoon 1 V3 Earths.
Oh, get it.
So Bloody
Get away.
Disgusting, do a better job with your posts too.
Ugh.
Just saying.
No, Bloody Disgusting, you're fine. Jason Universe, fuck right off with that stupid shit.
That's
Get out of here with that.
That is dumb.
Get out.
And they probably spent a lot of money on marketing to come up with that gem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this is
And
so
copyrighted.
mainstream. It's like, what are you trying to do here? None of these horror icons are like mainstream. None of them have ever been. Are they popular?
Pretty.
Sure, shit they are. But you're trying to make them like a freaking Mickey Mouse? That's not going to happen.
The conversation that I keep hearing is that horror films are the only movies that are making money in the theaters. The
Gee, I wonder
only
why.
people that are going to theaters are for horror films. So yes, they're trying as hard as they can to push something into the mainstream, but it doesn't have to be.
They tried with Halloween. That didn't work. Thank you, Blumhouse.
You know, again, they want to pack as many butts into as many seats as they can, and then they have to make things fresh and meta. Nobody really wants that. That's not what anybody's fucking looking for.
Right.
They're looking for
Dude,
the shit that they
Sweet
know and love.
Revenge.
Right.
Angry Orchard. What could
Okay.
go wrong?
Okay, so yeah, they come out with this announcement to say there's a new short vignette, because everyone knows what a short vignette is. It's a new commercial. It's not a short film. It's not a movie. It's not anything. It's a fucking commercial. Literally a commercial for Angry Orchard fucking hard cider.
Oh, fuck.
I'm so excited. Aren't you excited? Like this, like, wow.
Because nothing says masked supernatural undead serial killer like hard cider.
Like an Angry Orchard hard cider. Mm.
I'm going to be real.
Let's go.
I love Angry Orchard. Fucking love the shit. It's delicious. I love Friday the 13th. The older I get, the more I like it a little bit more. Some of them I like a little bit more than Nightmare on Elm Streets. Part 2. I like Friday the 13th Part 2 a lot more than Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. But I don't think I love the two of them together unless I'm drinking and watching. Not watching him drink. Like it's just not my thing.
After a hard day of murdering teenagers, I like to sit back with a nice hard cider.
Well, I'm cleaning off my machete.
After a tough day of cock blocking teenagers.
No sex and no drugs.
Shuttlecocking teenagers.
It's the best Angry Orchard.
Go back. Anyway, yeah, I just thought that was disgusting and terrible, and they suck. I have no faith in the Jason universe. I really don't. So, but anyway, speaking of Mike Flanagan, Katie Sackhoff has announced that they started filming Carrie. Now they need to hurry up and fucking get on with the goddamn Exorcist. Proper horror film.
I'm so disappointed that the Castle Rock series didn't continue. Getting all of these Stephen King properties together and having a Stephen King-averse would have been fantastic.
Yeah.
Yep.
I still haven't seen that. I wanted to watch that because I'd heard like it was getting better as the season was progressing, or season 2 was progressing.
Season 1 was pretty good. I never finished season 2 though.
Was there only the 2 seasons?
Yeah.
Bummer.
Yep.
Was that Hulu?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Oculus was fucking amazing, and I didn't realize that was Karen Gillian, and whew, yeah.
Amy Pond.
Spicy. So yeah, I don't know. Do we need another remake of Carrie? Like I thought the
No.
last one was pretty
No, we
good.
really don't.
I'm fine with it. I'm fine with adaptations of King's work because there's so much to the well that they could look at and use some other aspect of it than what was done in the previous iteration.
Yeah.
So I'm
And-
fine with it.
It was a good remake.
Yes, it
As
was. I watched it. I rented it, and then I rewound it, and then I brought it back.
You brought it
Be
back?
kind rewind.
Every 30 years, I rent it. So I had heard this week that Pennywise and Randall Flagg are the same thing.
That's been a theory that's been around for a while.
Okay.
I mean, that could. I mean, it kind of makes sense. I mean, especially if you've ever read that fantasy book that King put out a while back, The Eyes of the Dragon.
Oh yeah.
Flag was the villain in that too.
Oh, was he?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that was. I don't know if that came out before The Stand or not,
I don't know.
but I always assumed that was the same Flag in both of those stories, just in different universes or different time periods.
I dipped out on Stephen King books after the Dark Tower series finished. I was utterly disappointed.
I think The Green Mile was the last thing I read.
I read Doctor Sleep, and I actually really liked it.
I just read Don't Flinch, which is the new one.
I want to say I need to get back into it, but I don't know.
You got better things to do with your time than to read Stephen King.
Typically, yes. Now, when I say Randall Flagg, that was going to be the lead into the next Stephen King remake, which is going to be the third remake of The Stand.
Of course.
God.
Really?
We're not
climbing, though.
I think
It
it's
wasn't
still very
that
relevant.
long ago that the last version came out.
That's fine, but it's still very relevant. And again, that adaptation, taking that huge amount of information and culling it into a different property, I'm behind this.
I don't mind readapting the source material. It's when they start readapting and remaking based off the movie. So if you want to go redo the book, that's fine. And a new fresh start, fine. I call that rebooting. Sure. Remaking is when I look at, oh, hey, we're going back to the 90s Stand miniseries, and we're going to remake it based off of that. Don't do that. Be your own thing. Just go back to the original source material and redo that. That's fine. Because that's what we're getting with The Running Man in October/November. And early word on that is that's really good. And a really good adaptation of the book.
Nice.
So
I'm interested to see that, mainly because Glenn Powell's in it, and I've never actually read the Bachman books, so why the hell not? And let's see here.
Okay. All right. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this. I've been looking at this thing for 2 weeks, and every time it comes up, I'm like, I'm going to buy one. I'm going to buy one. I'm going to buy one.
I'm sending my wife to Hobby Lobby tomorrow.
Oh, is that where this is at?
Yeah, this is in Hobby Lobby. You don't have to go there. You can ship it. It's $11.
Everyone's like, don't support them. They're evil. Hey,
there's that.
The second you brought the picture up, I'm like, I kind of want this.
I've looked at this thing for 2 weeks.
And you know what? It's looking back at you, Steve.
It sure
look,
is.
Look at it. Look at you pee. It's watching you pee.
Right next to the M&M peanuts.
I think I would not use it as a toilet paper holder. I think I would take that part out and have him holding something else. You know what?
I would too.
A candle holder, maybe. I don't know what it would be, but
remote control
dildo
for $11. I looked at this thing.
Yeah,
for
Kevin
2
would
weeks,
say that,
and I haven't bought it. Now I'm gonna look it up again.
I'd have to move it when I masturbate. Like I'd have to put it right in front of me so I know it's staring at me.
Well, you're not big enough to fit between his hands, Kevin, so I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, if you have to have, Godzilla watching you while you're whacking the pud, I mean, more power to you.
I want to hear a ski ronk when I come.
Ski ronk when you nut, huh?
Oh shit! We're going to hell.
Beside the point.
Oh, that's right. The X-Files Lego set.
Oh yeah, I heard. I saw about these the other day.
Oh, this is absolutely beautiful. I will shell out however much hundreds of dollars this motherfucker is going to be. I fucking hate Legos, dude. They're so stupidly priced,
Yeah, they are.
but they're
Yeah.
worth the money. Like they're so cool. But I'm not. I'm so frugal and cheap. I'm not willing to put that money out there. But this, I will. And the Piranha Plant from Mario Brothers, awesome. But in this, there is a vent in the office, and Eugene Toombs pokes his head out through the vent. The guy that would like stretch out super far.
Yep.
Speaking of the Green Mile, can't remember his name. He plays Percy. Anyway, I'm super excited for this one. It's got 3 layers to it, between the office, the trees, and then the UFO. Yeah. I'm excited. And then this Hot Wheels is putting out a 35th, no, not 35th anniversary. What is it? The 40th? Yeah, the 40th anniversary of Back to the Future, and the 50th anniversary of Jaws. So they're putting out a DeLorean that really you're paying for the box that comes out of the back of Doc Brown's truck, which it looks pretty cool. It really does. This is $35 for a Hot Wheel.
Oh, it's a Hot Wheel. Gotcha.
Yeah, so this is Hot Wheels.
Okay.
That's kind of pricey for $35. You're really
Yeah.
paying for the box.
I have one around here, actually.
The $12 Godzilla toilet paper holder is a possibility.
I'm saying that's going to happen. I don't mean to support pieces of shit, but I love Godzilla.
Well, that's what toilet paper holders are for.
We're here to support
Gojira.
shit.
That was a really shitty joke, folks.
It's
We're on a roll.
With toilet paper roll.
So here's their little vehicle thing for Jaws 50. I don't like this nearly as much as I like that DeLorean and truck. This is also $35. Like maybe it's because they use a camera that was made back in 1975. But
yeah, I like
it.
I like
really
that
look all
vintage
that
look. That vintage look of the packaging. I enjoy that.
I agree with that.
Yeah, the vintage look of the packaging, but otherwise it looks like we're looking at the 1978 best catalog.
Yeah.
Sears.
Yeah, I don't think the toy itself is all that engaging, but the packaging is.
I agree. Yeah.
It reminds me of a box of baseball cards.
Okay.
That's true.
You know how it kind of lifts up and it's anyway,
Yeah.
Classic 70s style.
yeah.
Oh god, I saw about this story.
This
Okay,
is
can we
public.
get Surge back, because seriously,
Nope, that's
Right.
Ecto Cooler.
I know,
It's
but I want
pronounced
Surge.
Serge.
You can still get Surge in Europe.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. So European viewers, send those in. This is a PSA, friends. If you are a ghost head or one of the influencers that was special enough to get a 6-pack of Ecto Cooler, your Ecto Coolers are getting old enough to where the carbonation is about to make your cans explode. Like,
Fermentation.
literally
Gotta be
explode.
fermentation. Yeah.
You don't want to get slimed, folks. You
Yeah.
do not want to get slimed.
Nope, you will have ants for days. And no,
Yep.
don't try to drink it. It will make you sick.
Oh yeah.
Slurm.
Yep. No, I get, yeah. Anyway, that was funny.
Futurama reference, everybody. You didn't catch it.
No, I didn't because I didn't watch Futurama, but that's okay. I'm way behind. Oh no, this is the last slide. All right, so yeah. Safety measures, yeah, you are going to have to open it if it's going to explode, because it will. You're going to have to drain it. You don't have to open it all the way if you don't want to, just a bit to drain it out, let it air dry. But if it's not going to explode, what you can do to slow the fermentation process is keep it in a cool and dark place, and that will stop it, or slow it. Not stop it, slow it.
And
Slow it
point it
down.
away from you if you do have to open it.
Or throw it at someone you don't like.
Safety first.
Throw it and
Yes.
go, boo! Slime.
Right on,
Yep.
Kevin.
That's all I had, y'all.
Oh, there you go.
And I got quick hits on Twitter. Got some little bookmarks really quick, and then just one trailer to wrap us up at the end of the night here. So what's going on is, in the last few days, The Barn 3. So any of you independent horror movie fans, this is out there from Justin Seaman. He has been working on part 3. I'm excited for this. And Scream Team Releasing, they have a nice little website where you can pick up the first part 2s for Barn. And they're a fun horror Halloween style movie. I absolutely adore these. Yes, it largely takes place in a barn, but there's more to the story than that. I would recommend it if you like your horror movies. It's got Linnea Quigley in it. It's got Joe Bob and Darcy in part 2. So there's some fun cameos, nice bit roles for some horror icons. And the gore is there. The horror is fine. It's got some good comedy, some unintentional, some intentional. I think these are good, fun movies. So if you're into that sort of thing, these do play like slasher movies. So that's the style you're looking at. And recently, Lee Cronin's The Mummy has wrapped filming. And so production is wrapped up on that. So we will be seeing that next April 17th, 2026.
I get it. The Mummy is wrapped.
Yep.
But ting.
Steve got it. Chad got it. Ken was like, fuck you.
Fuck you guys. Leave me alone.
What did I just say?
Leave me alone. Leave Kevin alone.
No, we'll never leave you alone. And for you Pooniverse fans out there, there's a brand new poster for Bambi the Reckoning. So if you're into even more low budget indie horror movies and the Pooniverse, like Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, parts 1 and 2, Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare, Bambi the Reckoning, you got a brand new poster here, everybody. The forest has a new predator. And we watched the trailer a few weeks back, and that looks completely crazy, like a creature feature. I'm in for it. So, in another news, Warner Brothers has given up making the live-action Akira remake, and thank God, because they lost the rights. And I'm sorry, Taika Waititi, you cannot mess with Akira anymore.
No.
And neither can anybody else. Japan got their rights back, and they can do whatever the hell they want with them now.
Nice.
Good.
They're gonna
Please don't do it. Just don't do it. I remember years ago when Leonardo DiCaprio was on board for doing an Akira movie.
God, I'd forgotten about that.
In hindsight, that might have been a better chance at having a decent one, because at least he would have acted his ass off for it. And had a nice young girlfriend at the same time, too. And in my last little bit of bookmark quick hits, there are reportedly 5 Transformers projects in development, including Michael Bay returning to the next live action film after he finishes Skibidi Toilet. So Josh Cooley's coming to direct a live action film. The crossover for G.I. Joe is still happening, and 2 additional projects are in the early stages. Rumors are that might be in the Energon universe. So that
And
could
yet
be
we're not
interesting.
And we're not going to get a sequel to Transformers 1, which was a really good movie.
Yes, it was. I completely agree with that, because even I went into that like, I'm probably not going to like this. I usually don't go into movies thinking I'm probably not going to like this. We watched it on off of streaming, and after it was over with, I'm like, that was really good. So I was highly impressed.
Character development and story, not action, shoot 'em up stupidness.
Yeah, It was
Bingo.
it
Yep.
was so well done, and I
Mhm.
went in. I didn't go in thinking I was gonna hate it. I just went in with no expectations whatsoever, and fuck, I got blown away by it.
G.I.
you
Joe
think I'll go watch
Transformers
it?
movie should have happened 15 years ago. It's a little too late for that now.
Yeah,
30,
but it was
40.
still so good.
Oh yeah, in the 80s when they did like Transformers the movie, G.I. Joe the movie.
Well,
Sell
I
more
was
toys.
thinking in the G.I. Joe Retaliation era, 2013. That's
Yeah.
Oh
when
yeah.
that's when the height of that could have been something special.
What, you didn't like Snake Eyes?
Snake Eyes was fine. There's nothing wrong with Snake Eyes. It just the
Felt a little twisted to me, but
yeah, the
it was
Retaliation
okay.
era, the
Channing Tatum.
Bruce Willis, Channing Tatum, throw in an Optimus Prime, and you had me.
That was
Those
Steven
two.
Summers, baby. Talking about the Mummy again. And Deep Rising, Kevin.
Fuck off. Stupid ass movie.
And in our official last bit of the evening, the weapons trailer. Brand new part 2. I'm going to do a little refresh and then we're going to go. I got it.
Yeah.
Intriguing.
And I'm sorry, Steve. I actually honestly forgot you don't like to watch trailers.
I'm done watching movies. I haven't watched a movie. I don't even
In a
know
while.
the last time. I don't even know the last movie I watched, so it's fine. That's as much as of that movie as I'll ever see.
But it looks like a good thriller, a little bit of supernaturally stuff going on, possibly. So I'm on board for it. And that's what I got. Steve, are you actually up to anything these days, or are you just kind of hanging out with us tonight?
I'm just hanging out with you guys. This is my only show that I'm doing at this point. It's been 7 months since I left the podcast arena, and I don't know that I'm headed back anytime soon. The AI and short attention spans of the universe right now. I'm focusing on my writing and
Cool.
yeah. I don't know that podcasting is what I do for a living anymore. So it's all right.
Well,
I,
if you
I
ever want to hang out with us, you just say the word. You are always welcome here, buddy.
yeah, because it's fun to be here until 2:00 in the morning.
Well, Kevin's like, I get my message before I pop on. He's like, 9:30. What the hell? And I'm like, I didn't remember setting it for 9:30, but okay.
Thank you for the invitation, gentlemen. It's been always interesting. It's always interesting talking to you guys and seeing what you guys are up to.
Always cool to hang out with you.
Yes,
So,
dude.
thank you for
very
joining
much
us,
for joining
Chad.
us.
What you've been up to, or want to let everybody know where they can find you, and we can all go to bed tonight.
Hey, I'm always, well, not always, but most always here Saturday nights on Deadwire Live. Other than that, if you want to find me, I'm on social media. I'm on Instagram, Threads, and Blue Sky. I am at Mr. Peterman. And just be warned, most of my content is pictures of my cats.
Could be worse. It could be what Kevin posts up on his Instagram. So,
Well, how he hasn't gotten booted off that platform yet, I will never know.
yeah,
We
Kevin, you
don't
want to explain
need a
that? And
play-by-play of the glory hole, dude.
yeah, 8675309 does not work for your phone number anymore, bro.
It's all about angles.
And Kevin, where can people find you at, and what you got coming up next?
Right here on the Suns and Shadows Network. We are here most of the week, starting with Tuesdays on 0 Point Reviews, where we review some of the greatest movies ever made, some of the worst movies ever made, some of the most meh movies ever made, but we have fun reviewing them. Thursday night on the Stargate Files, Jeff and Steve will review different, or is it 1 or 2 different episodes every Thursday?
2 episodes of Stargate SG-1 every Thursday.
That's right. Every other Friday night on Nostalgia TV, we are the Graveyard Shift of Forgotten Television. We will review some of the best TV shows that were ever canceled far too early before their time. And of course, every Saturday night at 9 p.m. Pacific time here on Deadwire Live.
And I am Jeff with Suns and Shadows. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button down below. Share and subscribe this out. Replays are always available for everybody to tune into. And we want to say thank you to everybody who did tune in tonight. You all have a good night, and we'll see you next time.
Hi, I'm Gary at the one and only Gary's Mattress. Now with locations in Koreatown and Little Tokyo. We are karate are chopping the prices. I do so for you.